So we thought we'd give you a little bit of an update. Now it's the beginning of June. May's been an incredibly busy month for the market and for me. I've been lucky enough to do a little bit of travelling in May. Went over to the States and also just come back from Amsterdam seeing two different daughters. And I've also, whilst I was there, looked at the housing market because that's something I'm interested in. And I think one thing that seems to have come across both in the States, both in Europe and here, is there is a lot more confidence out there in the economy and in the housing market than the media give notice to. We're finding that we're now seeing increased sales starting to return as this confidence returns. Average house prices are just a little bit up on last year, 1.8% compared to 2024. But the amount of new listings coming on is actually doubled. So compared to back in January 2022, there were only 1,027 listings, whereas this year there was actually 2,250 listings. So there's a lot more choice. So it's really important to be pricing sensibly in order to get people to notice your property. Mortgage rates have come down slightly, and this is predicted to continue over the rest of this year. And one of the big changes we saw at the end of March, the stamp duty did go up very slightly, and there was a sort of small slowdown following that change, but the market has stabilised and things have taken off again. I think one of the main things we've noticed, and talking to everyone, whether it's here, overseas or down in London, talking to our office in Mayfair, the overpricing risks sitting on the market and eventual price reductions and prolonged periods of having to wait to sell your property. So if you price sensibly from the start, you've got a much better chance, something like 94% chance of selling, compared to after about 6 or 8 weeks that drops to about 56%. So really you do need to get the price right to start. We've got some fantastic valuers here at Hudson Moody. Matthew Fenton recently joining us, Tom and Kennedy. So if you'd like some no obligation advice on what we think your property's worth and how we'd go about selling it, just give us a call or look us up online or direct message us through all of our social media feeds. In essence, it's a really much more positive market than we were expecting for May, and continues to look the case for June. So we'll see. Traditionally it slows up towards the end of June, beginning of July, as people go away on the holidays, and then you have a little bit of a break before the autumn market. So if you're thinking of selling, give us a call.